Dana, thank you. We are now 1 week removed from Election Day and with results in hand.
Voters rejected Question 7, which would have amended the state constitution to allow non-residents to circulate petitions here in Maine, which is already allowed after a federal court ruling. But as our Donovan Lynch reports, the impact of this vote is perhaps greater than a simple formality.
How much power should out-of-staters have to create new laws in Maine? Not much, if you ask the voters.
It was a fairly decisive defeat.
1 week ago, Question 7 fell short at the ballot box. It would have removed language in the Maine Constitution that bans non-residents from circulating citizens' petitions. It's something that's gone unenforced after a federal judge ruled it unconstitutional. But 68% of voters last Tuesday didn't seem to mind.
The response from Maine voters on Question 7 is a protest vote. I agree with Mainers.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows presented Question 7 on the ballot out of professional obligation, despite being personally against the proposal. To her, the fact that Maine sided with principle over federal law isn't all that surprising.
Quite frankly, those who are circulating petitions in our state that will then potentially lead to state law should be registered voters.
Well, most of Maine soundly rejected Question 7. A few towns like Orono went in the other direction, if only by a few dozen votes. Maine's largest college town narrowly voting in favor of Question 7. To out-of-staters like Jules Ostrovsky, a lack of residency shouldn't totally bar someone from involvement in matters of state politics.
Anyone, no matter where they're from, should be able to, provide a solution to a problem that affects them.
But even in places like Orono, with large seasonal populations, there's concern over ceding privileges like starting a citizen's petition to people with 1 foot out of the community.
A harmful effect would be you're changing things that other people might agree with, and you're not even from here, so it shouldn't really matter to you.
Despite Maine's rejection of an effort to strike down part of the Maine Constitution, a federal judge still ruled on the matter.
Whatever the courts decide about the constitutionality of a law or a state constitution supersedes the language itself.
Leaving the victory against Question 7 purely ceremonial. Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows adds that she does not predict a repeat of Question 7 to show up in coming elections because of the wide margin of defeat.